Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Oh, hey, you gotta let it breathe, Bugsy. Hey, the manhunt for Robert Card, who allegedly shot up a bowling alley and a bar, killed at least 18 people, continues with a special border patrol team involved. Searches of 2 separate family homes. His car being found with a gun and phone in it. Speculation about a boat. And now a suicide note being found as well. Now there are some questions about whether or not he went into Canada and where this guy is. This is the second one of these long-term manhunts that we've seen recently. Remember that guy out of the prison in Pennsylvania where they tracked him down and they had to find him because he was out there running around as well? This is not a similar situation in body count and things like that, but they brought in that special BORTAC team as well. Hopefully they find this guy soon.
Number 6.
U.S. Representative Jamal Bowman, Democrat out of New York, is a liar who lacks integrity. Anyone noticing a theme here? He will lie and he will get away with it. He was attempting to disrupt a government operation after pulling a fire alarm, lying about it, and then cutting a deal with Washington, D.C. Democrat District Attorney Brian Schwalb. House Minority Leader and 2016 election denier Hakeem Jeffries says that he has seen the video, but it's not worth censuring him. He literally tried to disrupt a government proceeding. Okay? There's no way around this. There is no way around this. Either you believe that is wrong or you don't. Okay? It's that simple. This guy should be charged with more than he's charged with. It's a cover-up.
Number 5.
U.S. Representative Gary Palmer from the 6th Congressional District representing Hoover, Alabama, has gone back on his term limit pledge. I don't know why people do these term limit things except to get elected. Oh, wait, never mind. That's why they do it. The simple fact is we have term limits. They're called elections. Gary Palmer says, God still has a plan for me. I need to change my mind, so I'm going to run again. That decision is not stopping people from challenging him. Kim McFeeters, an owner of an insurance agency and I believe, a former chairman of the Mid-Atlantic Republican Party, and businessman Garrick Wilkins have both joined the race. I don't think that's much of a surprise that people are going to challenge him, but he is an incumbent. He will have a good shot at winning.
Number 4.
United States Senator Tommy Tuberville still being hounded by the media, still rattling Democrats pretty harshly. They're in Washington, D.C. They are trying to figure out how to get around him in order to get nominations and promotions passed through the Senate. Instead of doing them one by one, which they could have been doing all along, they're still trying to figure out a way to change the rules because Tommy Tuberville has stood firm. Apparently there's a lot of Republicans that are interested in helping him. They've even brought in former United States Senate leaders like Trent Lott and Tom Daschle to kind of build the case against him at some event down in, I believe, Mobile. Didn't both of those guys resign in disgrace at one point in time? I think they did, and now they're complaining.
Number 3.
The Biden administration deserves praise for their acknowledgement that the Gaza Health Ministry is a front for Hamas, its military, and its propaganda machine. Both President Joe Biden and Secretary of State Antony Blinken have made it clear that they have no confidence, that's a direct quote from Joe Biden, in Hamas's casualty counts, and kudos to them for calling that out because the American media loves to go with what Hamas says. And you look at that bombing of a hospital, remember that? The airstrike that killed 500 people. All of it a lie. All of it a lie. Antony Blinken city has no faith in the numbers that the terrorist organization puts out. And it must be very hard for journalists to hear their allies talked about so harshly by their other allies.
Number 2.
And I'll tell you, college campuses are the base of the Democratic Party, and you are seeing that these people do not like Israel very much. Not at all. Not at all. Democrats' affinity towards Israel has slipped significantly, with 49% siding with the Palestinians versus 38% siding with the Israelis. Joe Biden has meekly supported Israel publicly. Privately, it appears he is supporting them much more vociferously. And that has cost him 11 points amongst Democrats. Yes, in recent polling, Joe Biden's numbers have dropped 11 points in a month because of his mealy-mouthed support of Israel. Not because it's mealy-mouthed. No. It's because he offered any at all. They don't like Jews. They're telling us this.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
There is a real risk that this thing is going to spin out of control and expand. The United States has hit 2 sites in Syria that are being used by Iranian-backed militants. And Iran sent its foreign minister, Hossein Amir Abdullahian, good luck, I think that's right, as close as it's going to get, to speak at the United Nations and threaten the United States, saying if genocide in Gaza continues, they will not be spared from this fire. United States Senator Katie Britt, a Republican out of Montgomery, slammed the Biden administration for being weak on Iran, saying this: what we have seen from the Biden administration since day one is weakness. We have to go back to a strategy of maximum pressure, of bone-crushing sanctions. And yeah, I think the Biden administration is weak on this, and I think they know it. I think they absolutely know it. And I think that we have to do something here where Iran actually feels it, because right now, they're blatantly meeting with Hamas. They are openly sending rockets into Israel using their proxies both in Hamas and in Syria. Yes, we hit them finally, but they've been attacking service members around the Middle East. I think 14 of them. I believe there's 1 dead. A contractor who had a heart attack lost his life. So this conversation with Iran involved is going to grow and go on. But we'll continue following all of these stories and more. That's what we do on the 7 Things. Real quick, let me tell you about my good friends over there at Vandy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Yes, Vandy's Heating and Air Conditioning. You're going to want to pick up the phone and call these guys. How do you know how to call them? You go to VandysLLC.com. Veteran-owned and operated. They are ready to go out. Come to your place, whether it is a business or residential, whether it's a big job or a little job. My friends at Vandy's Heating and Air Conditioning can make sure that your heating and air conditioning are running great. They've got great service plans, and they're ready to help you with that as well. Maintenance plans, they're ready there. Get a maintenance plan, and you're going to find yourself in a really good place because you're going to know exactly what's going on. And when you have those big issues, remember, Vandy's Heating and Air Conditioning, 48 months, 0% financing available. They're ready to help you out right now. They're ready to get out there right now and service today. So if you have an AC problem or you want a maintenance contract, you want to take care of your stuff so you don't have these big problems, remember this, VandysLLC.com. VandysLLC.com.
Get WBNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to YellowHammerNews.com and sign up today.